Hello and welcome back to our Timeberborn Ironteeth Pressure playthrough. We are on the 1.0 experimental branch, and this is episode 10, so I am officially out of fingers, and I will have to go to toes next time. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started. And we are just going to continue doing what we were doing, working on flattening out some of this to expand our crops, and building some scaffolding to expand our reservoir. We definitely need that as well. We did plan out reaching towards another scrap pile, if I can find where that is. Here, we went towards that scrap pile. We are in a bit of a plank, I wouldn't say emergency. What? They can't reach that one? Why not? Ah, that would be why. They need a path here. Okay, so we're knocking that down. We're knocking this down. Do I want it at that level? I was planning on going down one more and continuing this, but now I'm debating if I want to just kind of keep it there. Although that doesn't reach very far over there, does it? I don't know. And these guys are having a hard time keeping up with everything. So, unpause this one. See if we can get some corn rations going. I just don't know how far this would reach either. I don't think it'd reach a whole lot further than this. I mean, it doesn't have to go around. Well, here, let's see how far this would reach. No, we can't even do that. There's no path in the middle here. We should have put this over to the side if we wanted to do it that way. You know, we'll just leave that for now. We'll leave it at this level, and after you harvest those oaks, we'll plant some crops up there. Corn rations coming in finally. And we are currently in a drought. Having two of these pumping is probably enough for now. This is ready to flatten. Place some more there. Okay, and we were working on expanding this whole area. I don't think we can actually bring this much higher and still have the seep contribute at the moment. Can they not reach these ones? They can't. Okay, that's fine. We know we needed to expand our scaffolding. Let's see, we're gonna want the platforms up here. So let's delete this one. Place that one with a vertical tubeway. And this one as well. We'll set those high priority, get that done quickly. See, and that's going to be start one higher than this, so we just won't have a double here. It will be a single up there? Yes. And we can start this process of expanding scaffolding out this way. Tube ways. Let's set these vertical ones first here real quick. Okay. And then this has to go up. And like so. And that should work out for that. Now that we have beavers eating corn rations, we have a new well-being high score for this run. So that's good. We really should work on getting some more of these fun things going. We don't have any. We could definitely increase our productivity by getting some more well-being. Let's see. I also do want to clear out these thorns. Just a little nervous on labor at the moment, because they have a high chance of injuring themselves when they clear these out. Am I able to just drag and drop? Nope. Do you seriously have to click each and every one of these? Maybe if you mark resources for deletion. Okay, there we go. So that could be a decent amount of injuries. We're doing okay on labor at this exact moment. I just really hope we don't get too injured clearing out these thorns. Oh, that is. Let's take a while to demolish. Yeah, they are not quick, actually. All right, this is ready to get down a layer. And do that. Yeah, now we're getting the injuries. Wow, and they haven't even finished clearing one. Okay, yeah, let's cancel some of these. Because we're going to end up with a lot of injuries otherwise. Just curious if I cancel this one, if it would stay at 13. It does not. Okay. Yeah, we are having food issues. Like I see we're eating our berries even at this point. So we definitely need to address that. Getting some of this corn planted is going to definitely help with that. We might want to... I'm going to pause one of these breeding pods because our population has been going up pretty quickly and we didn't expand our food production very much during that. So we're going to need to do that now. Yeah, we are actually in quite a bit of a food predicament. And that corn takes so long. We're having trouble harvesting everything. We're gonna need... So we're replacing all of these oaks with food. So we don't need that forester anymore. I think having another farmhouse is going to benefit us greatly. Let's prioritize that. We need to harvest this food because, yeah, we're going down. I'll call Robbie's to harvest still. Like our food levels are going down and there's food waiting to harvest. That to me just That says we need more farmhouses and or more haulers to move the food around. That can help with that as well. We don't need 3 bad water pumps at the moment. We have a lot of injured beavers after clearing out those thorns. I'm willing to bet we don't have enough medical beds. We do not have enough medical beds. So let's try to get some more of those, I suppose. Oh, this isn't doing anything. Just sneak in a few where we can. It would have been smart if I was proactive and built medical beds ahead of time before demolishing those thorns. I didn't think it would take that long. I forgot how long they took to demolish these. All right. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to make this tubeway. I don't know what you want to call it. This excursion over to these tubeways. It's gonna take a bit. So I'm definitely glad we got that started when we did. Because now it looks like 100% we are running out of scrap. Let's see. With that getting up higher. Oh, this part is done, so we can delete this part. And close this off. With that, we should be able to expand this one more level. Let's just check the heights there. This is higher than that. Okay. What about here? Those are the same height as that. Okay, good. That's what we wanted. Did I make I didn't make these too far apart, did I? No. Okay. It's just wait, are there not tubeways up there? Did I miss the tubeways here somehow? Apparently, yes. And really, we're not going to be relying on any of this on this side. We're just going to let this whole area flood and be part of the reservoir. Which is going to increase evaporation some. But I still think just having more water there is probably better because, at least for now, if once it evaporates, it'll just go to this smaller area and stop evaporating that fast. So it's While it's there, it's extra water. While when it's gone, we're at the same evaporation rate we were at before. Although we really should look at other ways to expand this reservoir that I would like to also get into. Namely, I don't know why I did that one. I meant to do triple there. Making the reservoir deeper is definitely a good way to expand it. That can all go to, and all of that as well. For a second, I thought I got rid of this scaffolding, but then I was like, how did this get built? It was just I was zoomed in too far to see it. Second closer, it's slowly working its way over there. And these require planks and metal blocks, so I think actually after this is built, I'm going to put a pile for planks and metal blocks so they don't have to go as far. Planks obtain, metal blocks obtain. Yeah, we definitely need another lumber mill. We're just not keeping up with the plank demand at all. So let's address that with something like that. Another industrial lumber mill should help out some with that. Food, after we built this, they've gotten more of it collected, but we're still not keeping up as much as I would have hoped. More corn. No, maybe I set this one. Let's set that one priority harvesting. The other ones can plant. This one will help harvesting first, because we're pretty low, and I would like to get that addressed. I would like not to be eating our berries and only using them for the breeding pods. Unconnected buildings. Oh, they were able to build those before the tube-waste station was done. I see. That makes sense. It'll be connected shortly. Suppose we don't have a good way to build a lot of that. Let's see. If we delete this one, make it vertical. Delete this one, make it vertical. Then we can go across this, like so. I don't know if connecting those actually will help much, but I like that they have the options. At least these parts that I disconnected, I want to be pretty high priority. They won't be able to reach that one with the terrain above it. Hey. I think we can officially raise this part up too. I was going to leave this overhang here because it looks cool, but it's actually going to make it a bit of a pain to build some of that below it. We'll see. Because we're going to have to figure out a different way to get down here because they can't build through terrain. So they can't place that dynamite. Oh yeah, this sped up immensely once we had these stations set up here. Love to see it. You know, we're doing good on the injuries. I'm going to clear a few more of the thorns. Water's going down. I do think I'm going to turn on a few more pumps. Yeah, we just don't have the planks for this. Are these struggling to get logs? They are. Oh, I really don't like our setup over here. How could we make? Because I bet these guys are running to get logs at the moment. No, not really. Why are you not doing anything? Okay, we're full on extract. We can pause that one. Drought is almost over. And our water capabilities have improved. It's gonna be a bit inefficient, but I think this is the way I'm gonna build down. Oh, not there. I'm gonna get some tube ways down here. In order to build this dynamite down here. So if I do something like, let's see. I think I can get most of the stuff that's under there by building a platform here, and instead of we're gonna have to disconnect that whole thing. But instead of that one, if we go like that, then we can get a lot of this. Let's scroll down the layers, peel them back so we can see what we're working with. We do need that to go a little bit further. Let's see, can we build another one of those and still have room for two-way up here? We can. Okay. So that's good. Let's just unpause it now and keep going with some of this to finish it out. I don't know if that sentence made any amount of sense. Maybe, maybe not. All right, with that scaffolding, we should be able to blow up the rest of this. Maybe not that yet. But this will make that possible, I think. All right. We are going to be able to reach that scrap before we ran out at our other pile. So that's definitely good to see. Food does seem like it's in a better spot after I switch this one to harvest. See, with the drought now over, let's get pumping more water and get these tanks filled up. Okay, like we said, this whole thing is flooded over there. That was to be expected. The seep is contributing. We are not quite flowing over here, though. So that means we are pumping enough of the water that it's not getting washed down the map. That's probably going to change some. Let's keep it up pretty well. We do have a lot of pumps going there. Actually, we're not even overflowing here yet. So it's just these opening and closing to maintain this level. So we'll check. Do we have water, like good water going anywhere else? Let's just look around for good water on the map. Is this really as high as we can go? Some of this stuff is really high over here then. We got this good water. We knew about that. Is there any more? Yeah, here. Oh, there's lots of good water down. Okay, so this is where that's flowing, and then it goes this way. Till it gets way over here. Then it goes up and off the map. Okay. Where was that other patch of good water? Right here. Is that same released from those same sources? Where is the good water coming from here? I don't know where did that just come from this at some point before this caught up here? And it's just trying to work its way out of the system now? I think that's what's going on there. Logs. Priority. And just some planks. Although we're using them so quick, I don't even know if we need the plank storage. Like they're taken right out of here. Yeah, let's just have this set to logs as well and obtain. We did end up eating more berries. I'm not thrilled about that. It happens if we get another food factory making some corn rations. We're probably going to cap out on corn rations soon. That's what's going to happen. We're not using this for berries at the moment, really. Why is there just one singular piece of terrain there not blown up? I have no idea, but I want to address it. You know, I don't want any of these up here to be oaks anymore. There. We are actually kind of low on cassavas, so let's get a few of those going. Because we're running out of raw cassavas to process. Do we need to pause another one of these breeding pods? I think so. Our population is growing quite fast. We only have one free bed at the moment. And we're kind of in a food situation. So, yeah, we're going to pause that. Water is flowing off the map now. To be expected, it's fine. We're going to free up some labor by pausing some of these pumps. That's flowing properly. This is all going properly. Let's see if we can get some more. Why isn't this done being built yet? Am I crazy, or just seem hard to see what's going on down here? Too far. That one's too far from the district center. Okay, well, we need to build that one, and then it won't be. Can't get all required materials. Metal blocks are out. Okay. We did build a crap ton of them over here. We don't need these anymore. I don't want them bringing materials way over there anymore. Smelters. Do we only have the one smelter? No, we have two smelters. We just have one of them paused. Let's get that going again. How's our power? Supply and demand. We have way more demand than we have supply, which is, of course, terrible. We have not kept up with that at all. And that steam engine is going to add just 400. Is that even enough? No. We're going to need more than one steam engine. Just take these and build 2 more there. Why not? Want some more log storage nearby for those steam engines. Let's set those at a high priority because that'll just increase all of our productivity once we get our demand meeting our supply meeting our demand a little bit better. Drought has started 23. Let's blow up what little bit we can down here. Oh, I swear I saw some that were done up there. There. See if we can capture any more of that water. We really should have done that right before the drought. But we stopped some from overflowing here, I guess. So, is what it is. We do have more water than last time. We got all of this, which very well might not actually do a whole lot of good for us. A lot of it might evaporate. We are pretty full in our pumps. We could in our tanks. We could probably pump a little bit more. Top off those tanks just a little bit instead of having it evaporate. You can kind of see the rough shape of the question mark I was talking about. imagine that this isn't filled in. We're going to work on that. So we're just going to expand this, and I think the second to top layer, we're going to put some overhangs and such to make the question mark shape pop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we definitely had an issue with reservoirs and not having a whole lot of water stored up for the droughts. We've addressed that now, so that makes me feel a lot more comfortable with things. We're still having food issues, though. That doesn't make me feel too great. I think we might just need another straight up food farm. I think we're going to level this off more. I don't think any water was actually flowing here at the moment. I'm going to wait. Yeah, it might have been. Just wait before I commit to expanding it to that area. I think we do want another like food farm, similar to how we built this tree farm. So let's find a place that we want to level off and make into a farm. We're not doing vertical farms this playthrough. You know, this is kind of a mess. We could level off some of that. And then have two ways going between this instead of all of these stairs. Yeah, I think that's actually what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and start that tubeway system first. Actually, we don't need this scaffolding anymore up here. Which means we won't need that road. Nothing to do in range. Okay, we are out of that scrap. Let's get rid of these guys. Empty that. Empty that one, and then we can find our other scrap pile that we just built to over here. And now it's officially time to get this one rolling. So let's build a pile for scrap. Set it to supply. And then we can have two scavengers over here. Where are the scavengers? There we go. And I do want these at pretty high priority. And I am going to build another small water tank too. Just because it's so far away. Give them some place to get a drink of water. That one won't be able to be built. It's too far from a district center, really. Well, yeah, it is. Indeed. But if we do that, it won't be anymore. Oh, does that need to go up higher? It does. All right. Corn rations have come in to really help save the day some. We don't have a whole lot of corn to be processing right now, though. So we can probably pause one of these. Let's start getting that two-way system that connects over here. And I'd also want it to connect to this one if possible. Maybe we demolish this coffee bush. I don't know if there's a good way underwater with underground without messing up stuff. Actually, that might be one of the few places there is an option to go underground. But we don't have the more tubeways the more tunnels mod, so that becomes tough too. Maybe let's just go above. So we'll make a platform and go over that way with the two boys, because I want to connect these to give them more options, and I'll put a station like over here. It's kind of what I was thinking. I'm going to put it here to give a connection point. I don't even need to go that high. Let's yeah, let's get the two boys going here. Just I kind of want this whole area leveled some, so I'm gonna need basically two-way scaffolding coming from there. So that means it would look more like that. But I am building this from the wrong side to make it, to build it, till I connect that other two-boy. But that is kind of how I want the scaffolding or connection to be from here. And then we'll level this out. So once they build this two-way, then they can build the rest of this. Just don't have a whole lot of builders at the moment. Having a little bit of labor issues, but we're also having food issues. So we're having that issue where truly what's happening is we're trying to expand too fast, is the short version of what was happening. Okay. Our power is sorted. We can get this other smelter going. We definitely need more cassavas planted, so let's take care of that. You know, it really wouldn't be a bad idea to get some soybeans and canola as well. Let's see, how much room can we still reach over here? All right, and it's a roughly 8 soybeans per canola if that's all that you're using. So let's see, 6. So that means I could plant 48 soybeans. So that's 20. So that can't reach further, but this could. So we'll go with something like that. Then we'll need an oil press and another fermenter. But having another food type is good. And soybeans, fermented soybeans are pretty space efficient. They give a lot of soybeans for each fermentation. A lot of food for each fermentation. Let's see. Water we're pretty much full on, so let's help with some of these labor issues by pausing some of the pumping. We don't need all of these going. In fact, these 4 might be too much, but I think we'll leave it just to keep those tanks full, because I would like to keep them full to get some of this water stored before it evaporates. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And the other thing that would help do that would be to blow this up, because that will concentrate the water down towards this area. Yeah. It's just, there's still a decent amount of water up here, probably like 0.6 of a block or so above that. That's fine. Checking the well-being bonuses. Like how close are we to some breakpoints? Just at 25, we get another work speed. 32 until we get move speed. We must have just hit one of those. Yeah, 22 was one or the other. Move speed's a big one, but 32 is a big jump. So this is kind of our living area at the moment. Let's go ahead and put some more well-being stuff. We don't even have campfires or anything going on, do we? That's not cool. I didn't even realize we were doing that bad on the well-being stuff, but we truly are. We're doing terrible on it. We can get some scratchers in here. And this isn't too far from their home district, and that's a good spot for a rooftop terrace. We just need to figure out a way to get up there. So we need a platform. And then a spiral staircase. And a path, of course. And maybe we make some platforms over this way and put another rooftop terrace on top of this. Because, yeah, we definitely we really were slacking on, like, the entertainment part of the well-being bonuses. The actual, like, fun stuff. I guess we had a campfire here, but that wasn't much. That was not worth much at all. We could really use a swimming pool, too. Let's see. Is that even a viable spot? Yeah, it would be. We just need a platform. Nothing wrong with that spot. Part of the reason I want these thorns out of here is it's close to where we're having our residential area at the time being. So that'll give us more options for fun stuff. Can squeeze in a few more. Actually, might be beneficial to have that connect. Then we could squeeze in the scratcher. So I anticipate the next time they have downtime and they're able to utilize some of those buildings that they haven't in a while, like a lot of them haven't even been able to use the campfire. The rooftop terrace, none of them have really had the scratcher. So getting access to all of that now is going to be really beneficial. We just have a lot of beavers, so we need a lot of like scratchers if we're trying to get that. They are easy to just kind of plop in wherever though, so that is nice. Possibly another swimming pool here, I'm thinking. Might be good. You know, it's almost, yeah, I think we have enough stuff for them to do that we need to lower our working hours some. At least one. Let's try it at 17 for a bit. Give them a chance to visit these places to get their well-being up. Well, that one be planting and this one be harvesting because I want some of these soybeans and stuff over here actually planted. So this whole project here did not give as much growing room as I had expected. We're gonna probably have to expand it and maybe put another irrigation station. I just am curious what water flows during over here during a temperate cycle and see if we have to adjust that before we get too crazy. All right, now our well-being's going up. About time. Let's see. So this isn't necessary anymore. Or is that? Could get rid of the tube ways to recover some metal. Do we want to get over there ever again? At some point, probably. Not in the near future, though. So I do think I'm going to delete this. I'm going to keep this one. So I get kind of close to all of this area if I want to do anything over there. Let's concentrate those supplies to places that they can reach. There we go. We don't want them to actually build any of this, although I don't think they can reach any of that. All right, now they can grab those supplies and store them up. No storage space available for planks? Did we caught up on our planks? Interesting. Partially that just means we need more plank storage, doesn't it? So a lot of our building projects are going to be kind of, where were we looking at having them? I mean, a decent chunk are over here. Yeah, so this is going to be where our scaffolding for our reservoir is going to be. It would not hurt to have a large pile of planks over here somewhere. And it also would not hurt. Where was that area we were going to flatten? This, I get turned around on this map so much. Yeah, over here, let's also have some plank storage over here. This map kind of, you being in the center of a whole circular area, I get turned around quite a bit. Are we keeping up with the scrap? We are. We need these smelters making more stuff, though. This one hasn't got the rooftop terraces. I do think we might need a second swimming pool. We have quite a bit of beavers right now. Might even be time to get the detailers up and running. I haven't uploaded my my logo to the detailer file yet. So I'll get that going next time. But for now, we'll just have some beaverception. All right. I am glad our food situation has drastically improved. We definitely needed that. That was looking rough there for a while. It really was. But now we're doing a lot better. I think it was, we still only have the one free bed after pausing 2 of these breeding pods. So I think that was definitely the call. And I do think it's going to be very helpful to get this well-being bonus up. So yeah, getting more of that work speed is very helpful. I thought there was something at 24. Okay, we need 25 to get the next working speed. So that is going to be one of our goals, and having more food types will help that. Gosh, I think we need to expand this even more, don't we? Uh, just for more room that's connected to power. Although we built too many of these, so maybe that could have been a solution. I don't really want to get rid of these, but I guess we have these logs over here, and that would be a good spot for the oil press. So I do believe that is a 4x4 building, indeed. I think we're gonna have to we're planning on flattening most of this anyway, so be it. Yeah, we're gonna need to dynamite more of this here. So something like that. Once this is done, I will build a platform here and then scaffolding connecting this tubeway. Got our canola coming in just in time. So we do have the oil press now. Injuries are kind of under control, so I think I will clear out a few more thorns. Are we not keeping up with the coffee? We're not. We don't quite have enough coffee beans. And coffee's not keeping up. So we are going to need to plant some more of that. Let's go ahead. We'll demolish this one, but then replace these ones with coffee. Do we still have a forester over here within range of that? We do. Excellent. So to make all of that work to connect over here, we need two spaces, one for the platform and one for the tubeways. So that's what I was doing there. Okay, go to trees and coffee bush. We'll plant 3 more coffee bushes. So this is coming together. Oh, we were able to build all of that? Oh, I guess while we have the stairs, they have access to each of those levels. It's just after I blow that up, they're not going to. We have the oil press, but now we are going to need to get another fermenter for the soybeans. Or for now, we just transition one of these cassava ones to soybeans. Actually, let's keep this one at cassavas and have the one that's closer to the oil press be soybeans. Hey, we reached an average of 25 for the first time. It dipped back down afterwards, but we should be getting that here soon. And that's that next working speed bonus. So one thing that will help with that, one thing we need these beavers that are in these farmhouses to go a little faster. You know what? We don't need, now that we don't have all those trees over here, we really don't need lumberjacks up here. Yeah, there are no trees in range of you, even. Why aren't you giving an air message at all? There's that one tree that's not irrigated. Okay, bud. Well, let's have this gatherer closer to the berries. There's no reason for it to be right there, so we'll kind of transition that one. And I'm debating if we need another farmhouse. I think it might be helpful till we get more working speed at least. There's definitely some stuff that's not getting harvested as fast as I would like. And with that being the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmark these two for planting, and I'll put another farmhouse right here because these two spots are already open. So then those two can be more cassavas. We actually need some corn storage. And some raw corn storage. Some corn rations and corn. So we can do that. We just need a way to get up there, which we can get up there by just deleting this one kohlrabi, I believe. Because of the wonders of spiral staircases. Let's see, how did I do that over here? Ah, we might need two spaces, actually. I think we will. Yeah, because we need like a platform here. And then we can put the spiral staircase, hit F right there. Corn. Corn rations. Nothing to do in range. I built a lumberjack there. That was supposed to be a gatherer, but we still have a gatherer gathering these blueberries. Do we even need a gatherer there? Where is our other gatherer? Right here. Yeah, they're not reaching all of that, though. Okay, so we do need a gatherer up here. Wait, it's right there. But actually, that's a better spot. We can delete that one. All right, well-being is going up. We are at that hour, over that hour mark, actually. This episode, I was not as focused as I'd like to be. I felt very ADHD, but we did get some good things accomplished still. So I am happy about that. Looks like this part is dry. We still have water here, though. Only 3 days remain. Okay. So I don't think our mangroves are going to go dry. So that's good. They might. We might need to splash them next episode. That's okay. We did get a decent amount. Oh, excuse the God. We got a decent amount accomplished this episode, I feel. We actually have some unemployed beavers. Interesting. Figure out a job for them. It's going to be right there and there. That's going to help take up some of those. Okay, we did get a decent amount accomplished. I'm happy with it. We got our well-being up quite a bit. That's one of the big bonuses. That's going to help. We expanded our reservoir. We got a lot more of this working how it should. We addressed some power issues. We addressed some food issues. All in all, a lot of good stuff got done this episode. And we're just going to keep trucking along on it. And yeah, if you watched this whole episode, thank you so much. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys next time.